Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Campbell. I'm coming back for the second part. Note-taking, Cornell note-taking for biology. I'm using, again, the Miller and Levine Biology book. On my first video on this, I talked about how to put things in order according to the text, and we're on 2.2, pages 40 to 44 in the book. And before I left this space for hydrogen bond, and I said I have to go back and I have to add in the glossary information for hydrogen bond. Again, Miller and Levine have a beautiful glossary in the back, and I can go in the back and it'll say hydrogen bond, weak attraction between a hydrogen atom and another atom. So notice it didn't say oxygen atom, it said another atom. So I'm going to write in here weak attraction between a hydrogen atom and another atom. All right, I'm gonna highlight, I'm gonna make this a little darker. It didn't come quite through there. Okay, between a hydrogen atom and another atom. So I've added my definition. Before I said hydrogen bonds are not as strong as covalent or ionic bonds. I know that I haven't studied in chemistry yet what covalent and ionic means. I think I still need to know that as important information. I also added originally from the text, if we go back to the text to page 40, I finished taking notes on this particular section, so I'm going to go back to page 40 and show you what I added to my notes since my first video. So up here in the top, it talks about hydrogen bonds are not as strong as ionic and covalent bonds. I've already added that. And then down here it says, this includes the fact, after the key point, this includes the fact that water expands slightly upon freezing, making ice less dense than liquid water. Hydrogen bonding also explains water's ability to dissolve so many other substances, a property essential in living cells. We've already done a couple of videos on this, my students know, and we've started our water labs on this for properties of water. But I'm still going to add it to my notes. So I've added hydrogen bonds allow water to expand when it freezes. And then I said HB, standing for hydrogen bond again, also allow water to dissolve many substances. And again, I have my sketch note here of my oxygen, my water molecule with the oxygen here with the negative, and the oxygen here with the positive there on the hydrogen. And I marked that as my hydrogen bond. Okay. Now, I want to talk about summary. And I said in the first video I would talk about summary a little bit. Down here I have the summary. A summary is what everything I've written up here. I know I don't have this other key point here, but it says because water is a polar molecule, is able to perform multiple hydrogen bonds, which account for many of the water's special properties. Even though I didn't write it as a key point here, I pretty much summarized it here in this section. So I'm not going to rewrite that particular section, but I do have to put a summary down here. So a summary tells me what's on this page, all right? And on this page it says, water is neutral and polar, so I summarize that, and is unique because of its hydrogen bonds, all right? My summary would not say, this page is about the water molecule. That's not an appropriate summary. The summary is supposed to pull together all the information that I put on this page, the basic information, so that I know for my chapter test. And that's basically how I put my summary on there. Then I can turn the page and I can start my next section. All right. Now, the next section would be on cohesion, which is still part of the hydrogen bonding section that I've already read about. But I can just make, like how I did for hydrogen bonding here, I can say cohesion, talk about cohesion, do another sketch note, talk about adhesion, and talk about heat capacity. If I need to draw an arrow or draw a picture, I can add the picture here of the adhesion with the capillary tubes like we did in lab. We've already done this lab in my school. So I can add that in as well on my next page. Sketch notes you will find, I think, are very helpful because it helps you remember what you have to know about that text. I'm not going to draw an ice cube. I know ice floats in water. but I may not be very good at understanding molecular things, so that's why I do my water molecule here and I show my hydrogen bond there. I hope you found this helpful.